It is a little bit different here in Europe, particularly in Switzerland. Nearly every paper, whether small or large, has been covering the event in one form or another. Some of them have been downplaying it. Is it a conspiracy? Oh, nothing's going on. But others have been doing more serious reporting. The London Guardian, of course, has been covering the meeting in the last several years. That is exciting. It's important to note that there's a protest tomorrow, Saturday. That is June 11th, here in St. Moritz, Switzerland, and everyone should come down. Everyone who loves liberty should come and let the Bilderberg Group know we don't approve of their meeting in secret. We don't approve of the globalist agenda. We know they're following. And although they meet in secret and don't tell us what they're talking about, it's quite simple. You look up the names, you look up their bios, you see what they're involved in, and you will witness the tyranny, and then you can start fighting against it. So there's a protest tomorrow. That is June 11th in St. Moritz, Switzerland. Everyone who's within the sound of this phone, somewhere on the continent of Europe, or even if you're further away, if you can make it, you should come down. It's vital that we show them that there is a resistance and we don't approve of what's going on. I'm going to hand the phone back now to Paul Joseph Watson.
Paul Joseph Watson here. Yeah, we're talking about tomorrow at noon. We want to see everybody here. Basically from Central Europe, even further afield if you can make it. There's going to be a massive protest at noon. And the good thing about it is that it's going to involve both the Young Socialists from the left here in Switzerland and also the Swiss People's Party, which is the conservative wing there of the political movement in Switzerland. So no matter what your political persuasion, we want to see everybody here tomorrow at noon for the big Bilderberg protest. The police, we've had reports roughing up EU Parliament members, as you just heard. Just literally in the last hour, we've had reports from Alex of InfoKrieg of a standoff of protesters and police down there just above the hill, where you can get a direct sight line onto the Bilderberg chopper landing pad. And we want to see everybody there tomorrow. Of course, we were talking to Lucas Reimann of the Swiss People's Party in the last hour. And he was saying that basically the whole premise behind Bilderberg, their whole mindset, their whole agenda, the fact that they hide their faces in shame as the blacked-out, tinted-window cars drive past us, that is totally the opposite to what Switzerland as a country stands for. This beautiful country of direct democracy, people deciding on their own destiny, and yet we have this gaggle of 120 shameful criminals there, plotting to decimate the world, plotting to install their post-industrial revolution, which will cripple the living standards of the West, also continue the decimation of the third world with rising oil prices, food crisis, of course. Jim Tucker yesterday talking about the $7 per a gallon of gas. And the agenda is now being exposed like never before. We'll be back on the Alex Jones Show live in the final segment. Stay tuned.
Okay, we are back live at Infowars.com. I am Aaron Dykes, reporting from St. Moritz, Switzerland, the site of the 2011 Bilderberg meeting. I want to hit three very important points before we end this broadcast, the most important of which is we are going to have a special broadcast live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Texas time. That is 8 p.m. here in Switzerland. We are going to have a protest tomorrow. We want everyone to come out, and we're going to report live on what transpired throughout the day. Another important point we were discussing earlier, all the technological gurus and dominionists who are running the new online stuff as the world becomes more technical, more integrated, and more sophisticated. The older Bilderberg members are sort of fading into the distance as people like CEO, founder of Facebook, Chris Hughes, is here meeting not only with other technological wizards, but also the heads of the NSA, the heads of the various intelligence organizations. We hear often about Facebook being a CIA front. Well, obviously one of the central meeting points is here at the Bilderberg meeting, especially now in the 21st century. Also here at the meeting is Eric Schmidt, the former CEO of Google Incorporated. Google, of course, being one of the biggest entities anywhere in the world, especially online. Eric Schmidt is also reportedly probably going to be the next Secretary of Commerce. He's been a strong supporter of Obama, a strong supporter of the color revolutions going on around the world. And it'll be very interesting to see how his position develops as he becomes more powerful in the world, and how these technological heads continue to meet with the likes of Bilderberg and the big heads of intelligence. One final point, we've gotten reports from We Are Change Switzerland that the chief of police came to this activist meeting tonight, and that he approves, the chief of police does, that is, of us asking questions of Bilderberg, of protesters coming out to show their faces, and that coincides with these important members of parliament here in Switzerland, or the elected body, telling them not to harass protesters, telling them instead to arrest Henry Kissinger. Also, a man was arrested yesterday Paul, I don't understand this. Please just tell him.
Yeah, of course, we reported the bomb scare yesterday where, our car was parked at the top of the hill, and the chief of police told Aaron that nobody would be allowed into the area.
Not the same chief.
Not the same chief of police who came to this event tonight. And Charlie Skelton of the London Guardian put out a report this morning where he's got the photograph, which was taken by one of the activists, of the man who was arrested for the apparent bomb scare, where the police were talking about some kind of tube-like device that was found in that location just across from the Bilderberg Hotel. Now, most of the activists that we've spoken to had never seen this guy before and couldn't identify him, but according to Alex of InfoKrieg, it turns out that he was a member of a neo-fascist organization, and as Alex has just said to me now, you would think that he would agree with what Bilderberg are doing inside the hotel, but definitely some kind of provocateur action was in evidence yesterday, and this bomb scare allowed Bilderberg for about an hour to clear the immediate area. They put up a roadblock, and many have suggested that this was a ruse to allow them to transport in an important member of the Bilderberg group. So with us coming up to the final couple of minutes, going to hand back to Aaron Dykes, who's going to close out the show.
And I just want to mention again, we are going to have a special live broadcast tomorrow, Saturday, June 11th, at 8 p.m. the local time here in Switzerland, 1 p.m. Central Time in the United States. That's 1 p.m. in the United States. Again, we're having a protest. We're calling on people to come and demonstrate and show their face tomorrow at noon the local time in Switzerland. That's noon the local time in Switzerland here in St. Moritz. So everyone should come out, and then later when we do the special live broadcast on Saturday, we'll tell you what happened and what came out, and of course we will continue to do live Just a TV broadcasts throughout the day, Infowars.com.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.